Well, that was a painful endeavor, having to take off every single twist tie. I don't know how many twist ties they put on this sucker, but ooh, I don't want to have to go through that again. But here we are looking at the diorama, the final battle diorama. The end battle, I think, is the actual correct term. I guess what we'll do is we'll look at the figures themselves first. We have a very battle-damaged Schwarzenegger, the T-850. Very limited in the way of articulation. He's basically posed only in a squatting position. There is articulation in pretty much just the knee, and there's nothing in his foot. Nothing really on this side either. Aside from this one joint here, that's all you're going to get. There is a little more articulation in the arms. Arms do move out. Nothing really in the shoulders. There is articulation in the elbow, and there's a bit in the arm itself. There's a bit in this one arm, and there is articulation in the shoulder. But again, the way his head is positioned and everything else, you pretty much have to have him pose in a certain way. You can have his neck move down, but it probably suits the figure more so to have it like that. Good paint application done on the leg, but again, mentioning what I did on the packaging, I think it almost is too much red. It works fine up here, but it's not too bad. I mean, there is a lot of detail that was put into the figure. His jacket is a separate piece. It's that rubberized plastic. A lot of detailing though. I mean, looking at it, you know exactly who you're looking at. It does look like Schwarzenegger quite a bit. One good thing is, I looked at this before I started filming the review end of the open figure, is that the figures do at least stand a little bit better on the bases. The base itself isn't hindered by any parts or any molded pieces around the peg area, which was my downside. My one problem with the Terminatrix base was, like, even if, just pointing it out here, where the pegs are located, they're obstructed by all the debris and everything around it. So it makes it a little it makes it a little harder to stand on this base. At least they didn't do it so much on this base here. The Terminatrix figure, if we get a good shot at her, looks to me, and I've got my other one here, it looks to me like it's the exact same figure. They haven't done anything different other than the paint application is there's a little more blue going on with this figure. However, I think upon closer inspection, it does look like there's a bit of a different head sculpt on the top of the head here. Might just be the way that I'm looking at it here. It does look like this jets out a little bit further on this figure. The figure itself is the same. I mentioned in my review that her arms only went out. It does appear that the Terminatrix arms do swivel as well. This figure, the one that comes with this set, does have the same articulation, although the only difference is that they've sculpted the legs a little bit different. They've got the legs closer together, whereas the original Terminatrix has the wider legs. One good thing, even though she's got the crappy holes, it does look like they've pegged the base a little bit better than what they did with the Terminatrix base. The way of accessories, it comes with a I don't know what you would call that. I guess a light, or actually it probably just looks like a storage container. She also does come with the same hands that she had before with the Terminatrix individual figure. She's got the same arms. They haven't done anything different with those. I guess or maybe what we'll do is we'll just rotate this and give you guys a better look. There's a lot of detailing that was put in the base, the actual helicopter base. You can see like a lot of debris. There's pieces of metal and garters and stuff like that have fallen down. On the back, there looks to be a secondary peg. Oh, okay. Seems to be a light here. if I just check my instructions, and I already know that this is going to be longer than a 10-minute video, so I'm probably going to end up doing this as a two-parter. Let me just have a look here. I've got my manual here. Push button on the backside of base to activate simulated crash lighting. I don't see where the lighting actually comes into play. Maybe if I turn off the lights here. I think there is supposed to be a base. No, I don't see a spot where you can actually pull out. There is a light on the back of the base here. I don't know if it's supposed to flash. Mine does absolutely nothing. There's supposed to be a button here, and it says on the instructions that, if I just show my instructions here, it says push button on backside of base to activate simulated crash lighting. I guess that's supposed to be there. Put this canteen here, or container, like that. No, I think my batteries are just dead on this. I'm wondering if there's a spot where I can actually change them. It doesn't almost look like there is. It looks like this cap here you could probably take out and change the batteries, but probably the idea is that this flashes. Bit of a shame. I would have liked to have shown you guys that on camera. I mean, I would have liked to have seen that as well. If I do manage to change the batteries, I'll definitely show you guys that. But all in all, it's a good set. I mean, it's definitely detailed, and it definitely would show well on your shelves or anything like that. I can't really say too much bad about it. I mean, it's a shame that these aren't more articulated, but I guess there's not really much you guys can do about it. That's the way we have to get it. Also, would have been nice if this was flashing, but I haven't opened this up. I mean, it's been sealed for, what, 5-6 years, so I guess it's to be expected that the batteries probably would go on it. But there you have a toy spot. I'll put my light back on here. There you have a toy spot on Terminator 3, the end battle diorama. And hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys again with another Terminator review. Later.